Alright guys, so we are now on step 9, which is to format your research paper. As you can read here, there's a bunch of different styles of formatting. MLA is what is commonly used for English coursework. APA is the one I used most actually at the college level outside of English classes, but they're very, very similar. It's just the same process of following a style guide, kind of like this one. So if I open this website, it's going to give me an example page, and then I will go through the rest of these steps here in the video so you can see how to do it, because some of them are a little bit trickier than others. So first let's open this up, and this is a sample paper. It is actually 11 pages long, and it has things we don't need because our paper is so short we don't have extra headings and things like that. But you can see that we have a header up here, a heading down here, a title. It is double spaced. Is it beautiful? No. It's when all these little extra boxes with instructions are gone. It's a very clean looking paper. So now that is exactly what we're going to do here on mine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to add my header, which is up here at the top. So I double click at the very top of the page and I get my header box. And I'm going to add a page number, and it's going to be at the top of the page. And I want, oh, there's the bell. I want a plain number at the top. Why don't I see it? That's annoying. Okay, there we go. Let's do this one. Plain number 2, and I can just tab it over there. Yes, okay. All right, and now I'm going to put my last name in front of it and a dash. So I have Garland-1, and I have to do it this way because with the page number added from over here, it will increase as my pages go. Now, I don't have very many pages. It'd be a huge thing if I had like 5 pages or 10 or 15, but as it is, if I just type Garland-1 up here at the top, it's just going to say Garland-1 on every page, and that is not what we want. All right, so now that my header is here, I close that, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to add my heading. So I'm going to start with my first name. Then I'm going to have, let's double check here. What do they have? They have the teacher's name, then the course, then the date. Okay, so then we have the teacher's name, the course. Now in college you have these courses with these long numbers like English 2.102.4 or something. I don't know, I made that up. But you'll have to look at your syllabus to find it usually. And then the date. And today's date is the 23rd of January 2017. And you do it this way for MLA with the numbers first, the day first, then the month, then the year. And you don't believe me, you can come over here and look and see. And they did it the same way. See, February 12th, 2012. All right. So there's that. Now my next thing is to add my title. I don't have a title yet. Your title is not supposed to be fancy. This is not, you know, a beautiful piece of creative writing. It is just simply going to explain to me what it is. So their example was toward a recovery of 19th century farming handbooks. I think I will put mine would be something like Adventuring in Big Bend National Park. How about that? And now my title will be centered. I'm not going to make it bold. I am not going to underline it. I'm not going to make it all caps. In MLA, it is just centered. All right, so returning to my list over here, let's see what's left for us to do. All right, all fonts should be Times New Roman 12. Okay, let's do that. Back over here. To do this, I hit Control-A. That highlights everything, except for my header, which I'll need to go back and get. And then I'm going to go to Times New Roman 12, and I may just type it in to be a little faster. There's Times New Roman, and while everything's still highlighted, I go to 12. So now there's Times New Roman 12. It is not yet double spaced, but you can see it already, oh, look at that. It already dropped down to 2 pages. And there's my works cited, which is also now Times New Roman 12. Nice. Okay. So my next step then is to make it all double spaced. So I'm going to hit Control-A again, and there is a button here. You see the 2 arrows that point away from each other, one up, one down. I go to the 2.0, and I click on that. And now it's getting there. It's getting there. Now what am I down to? Oh, look at that. Ooh. Look how fancy. I'm down to 3 pages here. All right, let's double check against our example. Make sure we're looking the same they are. Okay, they've got their double space there. That's right. Everything's double spaced. Yes. Uh-oh. I need to go fix my header. So I come back over here. Back up into the header. Double click to get up there. I just need to change my font. So I go Home, Times New Roman. I'm going to make that a 12. Don't forget that little guy sitting up there. All right, I'm done with him. I can double click out of there. All right, so now my next piece, I actually need to, I don't have to worry about my margins. I didn't change them. See, they're already 1 inch, so nothing to do there, but I do need to tab indent my paragraphs because the way this works, by the way, Trwawin is spelled right. Miss Keithan and I looked that up, as is Chisos. Apparently, Word has never been to Big Bend in Texas. It doesn't know things. Javelina, same thing. All right. So is that all my paragraphs? Oh, and my conclusion down here. So all my paragraphs are now tab indented. My works cited's looking good down here. We're going to double check our list of things. We never rush through something like this. Don't want to ever leave points on the table. All right, Times New Roman 12, yes. Margins, yes. Papers double spaced, yes. Paragraphs are indented, yes. Header on the top right, last name and page number, yes. Title that is centered only, yes. A heading on the top left with your name, course, yes. Works cited should be in Times New Roman 12 as well, yes. Your works cited is the last page of your research paper. It is separated with a page break, and that is true. There it is. Page 3 all by itself. It's not just hanging off the end of a paper. It is on its own beautiful page. So my paper, I believe, is completed. Look at that. There maybe, is there an extra line in there? Hard to tell. Nope, no extra line. Oops, gotta fix him. All right, so yeah, so the last thing I would do before submitting it, I would read through this. I would make sure everything is as perfect as it could be. And of course, I would save.